Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Now you shall see, you old celestial fool. Your clever trials will be the death of these new age mortals. I can see the fear in their eyes. Their trembling hands are unworthy to wield my inheritance. It would seem that time has rendered the spirits within senile and blind. Prophecy be damned. My prison will be their grave. Welcome to the SpellCast.
Thunderdome. We're in it. We're not getting out.
Yeah. Alright, when last we left, these guys awakened accidentally, but on purpose. The
Bonaga.
The Bonaga. B-A-N-A-N-G-A.
Bonanga?
Okay, I fucked that up. Okay.
Bananas.
Like, we're also like 5 degrees away from copyright infringement.
Yes.
But anyway.
Anywho, they rolled initiatives last session.
I got some pretty darn good ones, too.
Let's talk about the initiative order that we had going into today.
Alright, you had, going into today, an initiative of Ront with 21, had a higher dex bonus than Tessa, who rolled a 21.
Mm-hmm.
So Ront goes first, and then Tessa. Mm-hmm. Then we had 2 rolls equaling up to 20. Mm-hmm. First one was Conall, who has the higher dex score, so
they're equal.
Actually, they're equal.
They're equal. Okay. They're equal. That's
seriously?
Right. You guys just chose.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And then Halexan. And then
because you're both twinks.
The worst out of the party was Sav'ah Rah with a 16. Actually, I have to make Roland's
16.
roll.
A 16 is great.
Pretty damn good.
A 16 is a great initiative.
Roland rolled a 5, so Roland goes like super last.
That's fine.
Wow.
Dex was
That's
his dumb
fine.
stat.
So we had some pretty high scores, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
Yeah.
So what happened today?
I just rolled for the Naga.
He just did, by the way.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
It was 18 all 3 times. Naturally. Which plus 3, the dex of the Bonaga gives it.
The Bonaga has a +3 dex bonus.
So it goes first.
+3.
And that, my
Can
friends,
I-
is great storytelling.
And
Can I
that's,
say that beforehand he rolled the dice just to roll dice before, and he rolled a 19 and a 20, and he was very happy about that.
Hey, Adam, can I see the die that you used?
Stop.
you can see all 3 of them. What are you doing?
Just
Let it dice.
No, just
Give me the dice!
give me the dice.
18.
Tell us it's 18, please.
Do you need help finding your own dice?
They all came up 8.
I'll just put an insert here of like a dun, 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 and then cut right back in. Okay, now that I have my dice again, let's get this combat started. So, you're in the temple, columns everywhere. There's a whole line of columns.
Are the columns marked on the...
They are not marked on the map.
About where would they be, just so we can
They
visualize?
would be in the center of
okay.
these things over here.
Let me
that you
put
can
it
kind of
this way.
So, just a little bit past this.
Let me put it this way. Are they big enough that if we drop enough on the Bonaga, it'll stop trying to kill us?
They're big enough that if you have something that can chew through 5-foot thick marble,
Like the Bonaga?
Oh my god! Dex of 12.
I think it's time to unleash the gecko's circuit power.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm already out. Oh fuck, goodbye.
Okay, we haven't started yet.
We haven't
How many
even-
forks are around?
There we go.
I'm already dead. Just kill me.
Pierre, I entrust you to lay out some columns in like a rudimentarily looking
What's that? It looks nice.
order that makes sense. Three or not three.
And then lay them out in a way that makes sense.
Six.
Maybe on like a.
I'm holding up 8 by
maybe on a
6.
slant.
I don't know.
I think there are
Well,
only
they're
8 of
5
them,
foot
so
by-
just leave 2 in
They're
there.
5 foot.
Lay them out in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why is it so complicated?
No.
For the viewers at home, Zach has laid out a circle
Honey,
Of-
the
of
teeny
pillars
tiny
around
ones, the teeny
the
tiny
bone
ones.
There's
No.
like
No.
one.
Those are the right size. Those are the right size.
One.
Those are the right size. That's fine.
You sure the Bonaga can shoot through that?
Anyway, back to my previous point.
Back to the previous point.
If we had something that could chew through 5-ish, 10-ish, feet of column, like say,
2 gallons of acid per minute?
like say, no. Actually, that would still take a long time. Yeah. Like say the bone naga.
Just for that, you're not gonna like this.
I wasn't going to like it anyway.
I know. What's the speed of this thing?
Too fast.
All right.
Oh,
So between the fast and the furious,
Those are
it's
fine.
both.
Yes, it's both. So that's fine. That's fine for now. If we need more space for yes, there we go. No. Perfect.
They're like 20 feet apart ish.
So the bone naga has now raised up, is clacking its jaws at you all, and there is, I think I said earlier in the last session, a dark red light in its eye sockets, and there are no words coming from it, but you can see.
Even it's not talking into our heads.
It's not talking into your heads.
So that's been happening a lot.
That has been happening. You can see it gets here.
What is it doing?
Alright, so the bone naga slithers off and you can hear the bones rattling along the stone floor as it rattles off behind the column.
Number 1, we continue to exist in a state of being.
Yes.
2, I'm actually being hoisted by my own petard here, so
Slithers off behind a column,
25 feet.
pokes its head out, and
We know it can move at least 25 feet in one go.
What's our
It's
30 feet.
probably 30. Some people might be lucky and have a little bit more.
actually, it casts a spell.
Nope.
oh,
You can see
Ito.
We got majority vote here?
I can't.
Motion
If
does
we
not
all-
pass.
If we all believe,
I used the cantrip.
clap if you believe.
I do believe in characters.
Samara doesn't believe.
okay.
Laura wants to kick some ass.
There is, you can see air start to condensate around its fanged mouth as
That's not good.
snow and ice appears, and it forms this windy ball of like this moat of cold air, and it shoots off at
Okay, Narunaga. Nagato.
It shoots off at Alexa.
You get props for that.
It shoots a ray of frost at Alexa.
Do I get a say?
It is
You
a
do
roll
get a
to-
say. You get to say veto.
It is a roll to attack.
Okay.
It rolled a 17, and it gets a +4 to
Nope,
attack
it hits.
itself.
Nope, veto.
You take a not a d20.
That should not be a triumphant sound.
That's the bone naga leveled up, guys.
Oh, it's not bad. You take 2 cold damage, which is like not bad at all.
Yeah, I still don't like this.
Yeah, it's not good. Also, your movement is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So,
Veto.
that is the BONAGAS action and movement. And then it peeks its head back behind the
Wait,
column.
so it's how much cover does this get to count as?
I'm gonna say 3, it's not 1/4, it's not 3/4 covered.
That's me, yeah.
And so does that just count no matter what direction we're looking at him from?
It counts for all of you guys except for Halexan and Roland.
Shit, Roland, get your shit together. Put it all in a backpack and take it to a shit museum or something.
Is Ront next?
I believe that would be Ront is next.
Just a question.
Yeah.
How would fire do against these columns?
They're stone.
Does
Right?
fire
They're
affect
stone.
marble?
Yeah.
They're stone. It wouldn't be very, very effective.
I mean, is
Is it lava? The floor is lava.
I'm looking at something like flame sword, like slashing against.
Ooh, that would take a
lava
long time.
naturally
I can
occurring
tell you
liquid?
that would
Yeah.
take a long
Is
time.
lava
Yeah, I
naturally
figured.
occurring?
The Naga could watch you.
I mean, it probably is, but I can't speak to the health of
Watch
either
me
the thing
labor away.
that produces it or the
Slap at
me,
me? Yeah,
or the
okay.
me that produces it. There's a question on the table
Yes.
regarding my new shenanigan.
Okay, what's your new shenanigan?
Is lava a naturally occurring liquid?
Okay. So,
Yes.
Note, I did not ask this question.
no, you're right.
first.
Okay, so that's a good question. It's something we should iron out right now. So, as far as your liquid pouring mace thing is concerned,
Yes.
it follows the rules of the alchemy jug.
Yes.
And I should read out all of the liquids that the alchemy jug uses: acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, and wine. And that's it. Why mayonnaise is there, I have no idea, but it's there.
I mean,
For sandwich making.
beer and
Sounds French.
wine too. Those are processed.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Well, I know, I know. I'm taking away. I'm
Fermentation
retconning
can
a bunch of the
happen naturally, I
natural
think.
stuff.
We want to
Can-
feed the
can we-
BONAGA a poison sandwich. Gotta put mayo on it too.
This is not important for right now.
Okay.
And I'm not planning to
Made bone naga attack.
and I'm not planning to upset the economy or anything. But can we flavor that to just various brands of distilled spirits?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
You're not getting any.
You just wanted that confirmation.
It hurts.
Just hold it back. Love it. Okay.
Now be a good
Not my turn.
boingy shoot dude and shoot the thing and maybe you'll get some.
Hey,
Wait, so what
you're
did you
next.
do?
I have not done anything yet.
I'm just gonna tell you that drinking will not help the situation any more than it would.
I mean, is anybody actually a drunken master? There was that class.
There is. Yeah.
Wait, what about? I heard something about warrior mages now. Or what's up with that?
Can I disguise self as this pedestal that I'm standing?
Become column.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that you're gonna run up to it?
I'm gonna waltz up to it, mosey.
Are you gonna be sticking around
Mosey
there for a
on
while?
over.
I'm gonna try.
Wait, your movement speed's reduced by half, or what was it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's reduced by 10, so I can move 20 feet. So I can get, I can't get close enough to melee attack it this round, I don't think. I can get, diagonals count as how many? Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Okay. So
I'm not doing the 1 and 10 foot thing.
I can get a little bit closer and then maybe throw javelin at it. Just kind of around.
Are you the one that's 25 feet away at the moment?
Yeah, I'm the farthest of the two.
How would you like +2 AC?
I would love that.
Or don't let me get hit and it will be 10
That would be great.
I cast Shield of Faith on Hal.
Yeah. Awesome. That's your bonus action.
So that's +2.
Fuck. Yes.
Okay.
It is +2.
So I have 20.
I don't know which fate.
She'll say that he's gonna save your ass.
Shield of
I
Faith.
believe in the Hal.
That believes in Ron.
I believe in the shillelagh because that's right underneath it. Okay, so I did that and I'm down 1 slot.
So, Hal, congratulations. You now have 2 additional AC.
What does that bring you to?
21.
For the duration that Ron keeps up the spell.
So it would take another concentration thing to make me.
To make you lose it.
But
That's when
doing.
you take damage.
But other not concentration things would be fine.
You're good, yes. So if you cast instant spells or do actions that don't require concentration, you can do that.
Like literally everything else.
Hey-oh! Welcome to class design.
I can't wait to make an item that just is shield of faith. That would be awesome.
I mean, honestly, the abjuration spells and all that in the Artificer's kit make it feel like a smart paladin that's not... that is not based on faith, but more like intellect and arcana and stuff.
Could you do that to a shield? Like make a shield of faith?
Jesus. Is that your turn, Ron?
That's not my turn.
Okay. yes, we're
let's see, my move speed is 30, and there's a fucking pillar in the way. And
Well, how far would you have to move diagonally?
and I can only have one healing draft out at a time, right? Because if I make another one, it just fucking poofs.
real quick, while Ront is deciding, be thinking about what you guys want to do.
Oh, I know.
I know that.
Yeah, nothing I do is gonna
once.
like change the situation drastically, so it's pretty much gonna look like we're fighting a bonaga when I'm done. So base your decisions on that. We are fighting a bonaga.
Also, just to let you know, you cannot see the physical form of the bone naga.
But I know it's sort of around there.
Yeah, around there.
Because it's poking his head around, right?
Yeah.
I can throw a thunderstone at a point within 30 feet of me,
Yes.
and it has a radius
Yes.
of 10 feet.
Yes.
I move here. Like 10-ish feet.
So you hop down from the altar.
I hop down from the altar
Or
because I look at the distance and I'm
not the
like,
altar, but the
it's a
sarcophagus.
little bit too far.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too far. And I throw a thunderstone here.
So you throw a thunderstone right to the left side of that pillar that the naga was.
Like, I can't see the naga, but I figure it's somewhere behind there, and the point I'm throwing at will cover like a good amount of distance.
Yeah. The naga has to make a saving throw.
Yes.
It's a strength saving throw or a con
It
saving
is
throw?
a con saving throw.
Okay.
My
I know I
spell
have to
save
do that.
is 13.
13.
13.
Okay, it fails.
Yes!
You can see a bony tail flip around on this side. After you see the concussive force and you hear a bunch of bones rattle and it falls to the ground.
So you've given him away.
And now
Force pushed a bone naga.
anything else?
Move back to where I was.
Okay, Tessa.
Alright. Let's do this.
Is it prone?
It is prone.
Okay.
It doesn't have any movement left to get up.
Well, it's not its turn.
It's not its turn.
It is already
Is that
pro.
like
It is already
disadvantage,
prone.
or-
Yes.
Is that like disadvantage? or-
Well, does that mean if
well-
you bounce, you
Unfortunately,
automatically get the attack?
on prone targets, you get
It's disadvantage. It's advantage on melee attacks on prone creatures. What were you saying?
Disadvantage for ranged.
I
Yes.
could just.
Which kind of fucks me up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I just
Since it's already prone, I just
Like,
multi-attack.
it can move very fast, and now it takes half its movement to get up. We have some time.
Because if I use
Unless it shoots us again, which it will.
it's because if I use pounce, I already used my bonus action to turn a wild shape, so I wouldn't be able to use bite as a bonus action. So I could just multi-attack.
Yeah. Just go
Yeah.
up there and like. way
Okay,
along.
so bonus action first, wild shape into a Deinonychus.
Okay, so you go dino time now.
Yep, dino time.
Well,
Here we
I
go.
don't
Are
necessarily
you-
have a
Wait.
dino figure, but
Wait.
That's pretty
No.
good. That's pretty good.
No.
it is not to scale.
No. No.
Jesus.
No. Wait. Is it literally morphing time?
Animorphs.
Yeah, okay, sure. Sure, it's literally morphing time. For those of you in the past, Deinonychus is what they used for velociraptors. It's that model velociraptor's actually kind of tiny.
Yeah, but it's sort of the chicken.
Yeah.
So, literally morphing time.
Yeah, that's all what it says here. It's a literal large cousin. That's all. Okay, yeah. That being said, we know what it is now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll to attack, multi-attack.
So you gotta run up to it.
Yeah, I run up to. So I have a speed of 40 feet. So I
Okay,
run
so
up to it.
you run up on that side? Or the
Yeah.
other side?
Sure. Well, the side like
Where you saw the tail.
where it, yeah, where the tail comes up,
Okay.
so it will be that side, the left side of the where this is.
Is it still there?
Run up to
It's still there. It's not happy.
It's still pro. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either if I was drunk in here. No. That's
Did I take aggro on the bonaga?
You took aggro.
17
You
plus
attacked before I started this too.
4 to hit.
So 17 plus 4.
And with the multi-attack, I get 1 bite and 2 claws.
Okay. Okay, so you get 17 plus 4, 21. 21 is going to hit it. Okay.
Was that after?
So that's first my bite, 5 feet
What?
to reach.
Was that after rolling for advantage?
Oh, roll advantage because we'll roll to see if you get a crit because you because it's prone, so you get advantage on that.
That's a 10.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's cool to have some good.
So
All right,
that
so
one's
you do
6.
6 slashing damage.
It's bite.
Bite. Okay, so 6
Piercing
damage. Okay, cool.
Question. I know I have disadvantage when it comes to my turn. Is she technically in my way too?
Yeah,
Does
But
she
you only,
still
you
have
only get
movement?
disadvantage.
you only get disadvantage once.
So it doesn't.
She won't be targeted.
You do, however, because it's like 3/4 cover, you get like a +5 to the AC on your attack.
It's going like do something else until it moves from there,
Yeah.
or start moving towards where you'd rather be.
Yeah, you can move into position to where you have a line of sight on what you need to do going this way.
And then I claw.
Okay, you claw.
That's 11 plus 4, 15.
Hits.
And then it's a 1d8 plus 2, so 7.
Okay.
And then another claw. 9 plus 4.
Roll again.
Roll it again. Advantage.
Oh, killer.
Yeah, 12 plus 4.
That hits.
So it's 16. So I can do math. 3 plus 2, 5.
5. Okay. Cool. Nice. So 18 total.
See,
Damn.
I helped.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I'm not complaining.
Yes.
Anything else, Tessa, as you stare down, standing over the BONAGAS, like,
No, I think
completely flattened form?
I'm pretty firm right now.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Up next, Conall.
Alrighty.
You cannot see the BONAGA, but you can see a thrashing bone tail behind the pillar, and this dinosaur raptor just fucking dart towards it.
I'm
and
sorry,
like,
I have a question. Is Seth still clinging to
Of course he
my
is,
guy?
but he's just fine.
He's fine.
It's my personal rule not to hurt pets because I don't want that.
I just want to
No,
know. I
not-
just
not is he
wanted
hurt,
everyone
but-
to gain the image that Seth is still there. He's still there.
Not is he hurt, but
He's
is
riding
he
a dino.
okay?
He's a sloth. He hasn't reacted to it yet.
Well, he hasn't physically reacted to it yet,
Yes.
but he has to experience it for that entire time.
Yes, yes. Yes, pretty much.
Okay, so the BONAGA would be northeast from me behind a pillar, correct? I
Yeah.
am on the platform. What is...
So you were on. So Conall right now is on the steps to the leading up to the sarcophagus on the side of the temple, on the side of the room that you guys came into, which is the side with all of the statues. You could, if you move towards the BONAGA, if you're facing the statues, you'd be moving to the pillar on your right.
Yes.
Is that you're
That is
moving
where
in that
I'm
direction?
moving. I'm moving
Okay.
20 feet that way, and
Okay.
then moving 5 feet back. So now I'm diagonal from...
I mean,
Okay.
you could just. It doesn't matter. You can move through us. It just like move.
Yeah, just move. Well, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So I can still see the tail.
You can still see
I
it.
can cast-
Now you can kind of see the rest of the more of the Naga. Too.
Enough to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, Hunter's
Nice.
Mark on it.
perfect, good. So
That's just you helping you out, right? Like,
Yeah.
You
I don't
get
have
us.
anything else that helps.
Yeah, no, that's
anybody.
fine. It's fine.
What does it do again? Because I don't remember.
Alright, so
Pretty sure it's like
I can choose a
pluses.
creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to your target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. You have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival check you make to find it.
and that's a bonus action, right? It's a bonus action.
That's a bonus
So what do you do
action.
for your action?
So I still have disadvantage.
You still have disadvantage, but you don't have the +5 AC that you did. Now it's at half cover.
Okay, I can still take the shot, right?
Yeah, of course you can still take
Take
a
a
shot.
shot.
So roll 2d20 and take the lowest.
I like those dice, by the way.
Yeah, well, so 1.
Okay, Tessa was in the way.
No.
Roll me your damage.
Not including Hunter's Mark, right?
No,
Now everyone
no,
at D8?
no, you're not. You're not including Hunter's Mark because Hunter Mark's on the bone Naga. Just
Yes.
roll me your regular damage.
Oh shoot, that's a D8 piercing with a D4 thunder. So
Yes,
both of those?
yes, it is.
I am
Roll them.
so sorry. Please.
Roll ones. You seem to be good at that right now.
Right? Alright, so D8. Yay! You get 4 damage, sorry.
So that's 3 on the not lightning and 1 on the lightning.
Okay, so 3 piercing, 1 thunder.
I hate to be that guy, but does that count Dex bonus?
That does count.
So his Dex modifier plus 4. Okay. And is it proficiency or just a modifier?
Just a modifier.
Then it's plus 4.
4 plus whatever.
Yeah. Okay. 8. So you take 8 damage from Connell's bow as it sort of hits the Deinonychus. Hits Tessa in the rump of her back leg as she's trying her best to deal with the bone naga. Some friendly fire comes through, and there's a loud kaboom that erupts around your sort of body as like the air from the loud explosion that his bow magically causes. It doesn't affect you, but that's where the thunder damage comes from.
I'm so sorry, Tessa.
Did Tessa fart? What just happened?
Is that all you do, Connell?
Yeah, I better not do anymore.
You're done for now. I say that you're done.
Alright, Hal, what's up?
I don't think I can get line of sight on it with only 20 feet.
You can close the distance if it decides to run back around.
Exactly, so I'm just going to move here.
Okay, so you're just gonna get closer.
Yeah.
You have enough to see to throw a javelin at it without it being hard. Like,
Well, it's it's still disadvantage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sure. I'll still do it.
Okay.
And I'll still make the throw.
Yeah, you're still at
Javelins are
disadvantage.
free.
So it's at like plus 5.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
half cover?
disadvantage.
So 8 plus 14.
Not enough. 14 is not enough. Your javelin just sort of went in between some of the weird
Gotcha.
bony ribs. So you were on target. It's just, it's not much. Sav'ah Rah.
I'm just some tactics here. First question. What's the gecko doing? But for banging its head on the door, right?
The gecko is still banging its head on
The
the
door, like, is
Where's the door here?
closed,
The
right?
door. All right. So on the map, the pyramid
Yeah.
is where the big door thing is that you guys stood around and got all.
And,
your-
and all that stuff is like lighting up, and we have our cool ass items,
Yeah.
but the door is
the door is still shut, and the pyramid's in the ground again.
What I'm thinking of doing is seeing if I can open the door, like running to the door and like seeing if it
pulls open?
If it pulls open. But it looks like that would take a few turns.
That would take a turn of dashing and then another turn of movement to which you could then try the door on your next turn.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. You guys are all, because I'm not gonna be able to get
So,
a shot.
sometimes the DPS have to run over and flip a switch.
That was honestly the route that I was thinking.
That's fair.
Sometimes they do it so we don't all die.
So you're running towards the door.
Yeah.
To see
Hauls
what
ass.
hauls ass to the door.
You have
Okay.
30 movement speed, right? Like that's...
Yeah, that's fine. Roland.
You guys got it?
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit!
Let me see how far I can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You two, Conall and Ront, see Roland run longsword and shield out way behind the pillar on the opposite side of where Tessa is. Halexan, you see him pass you. He takes his longsword and tries to beat down on the spine of this creature.
You can't have more than one kind of advantage, right?
No.
Because you technically are flanking it.
He rolls a 15, which hits.
Is he smiting?
Halexan, you can see this. Tessa, you can also see this. As his sword makes contact with the spinal cord.
Why wouldn't Roland be smiting?
Roland be smiling.
When is Roland ever not smiting?
There's an eruption of radiant light, and for a second, the necrotic energies that are sort of emanating off of this bone naga seem to be disrupted, like they're combating the radiance.
Okay.
And the radiance wins out in like a quick flash of light.
Okay.
He does 20 damage because radiant.
Say what?
Yeah. And the
It's like
naga is
slightly
not
above
happy
average.
with him.
I imagine not.
And Tessa didn't, like, just about as much. So, like...
But that's his turn, and he's still saying, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Right, because it's holy shit.
Yes. Yeah. So up next is the bone naga.
Tell me we trapped the Naga. Tell me we trapped the Naga. Tell me we trapped the Naga. Tell me we trapped the Naga.
Okay, so after it takes the radiant damage,
Please go for Roland.
the eyes flash really red, and its head is whipping around. And in the moment where its head is whipping around, as much as the skeletal head of the snake can look angry, it looks angry, and it's flipping around in the direction of both Tessa and Conall.
Bye.
And there's a crackle of lightning in its mouth.
Oh, I want that.
And then a beam shoots out, and I need both you, Tessa, and Conall to make me death saving throws.
You had to be in like a straight line with her. That is not what you were supposed to do. Stop doing that!
So I get my dinosaur decks, right?
You get your dinosaur dex, yes.
5.
Okay, you both fail. And the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt crackles through you both. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. I have to roll 8d6.
Yes.
Holy.
Yep.
Goodbye, world. I hope you enjoyed this dinosaur for one time.
By Conall.
Yeah, Conall. You really needed. You really needed to make that.
Come on, once. You can do it.
Okay, let me count this up.
Oh, he has to count.
It's a bad potion.
Dino not happy.
God, why are you like this?
5.
25?
25 lightning.
I'm out.
Alright, what's your HP total?
22.
Okay, so you're just knocked unconscious. You're not dead.
I'm at 18. I just turned back into
You
a
turn back into a halfling. 25 lightning damage.
So Conall is down.
So Connell's down.
And I'm just sitting there crying on the floor in front of a huge
Do we only have the one pencil? We are inept tabletop gamers.
Who needs a pencil?
Here's the pencil.
I know I passed it to someone.
Do I go negatives or do I just put 0?
Does he go -3?
No, there are no negatives.
There are no notes.
Well, how do we keep track of? Oh,
You don't. He's just at 0. Oh, here it is. He's just at 0.
no,
And he
that's
makes
right.
death
It's
saving.
not the 0 to -1.
No.
No.
Just at 0 and makes death saving throws.
Well, if you'd rather hit than sure, I don't know.
I have free potions.
I think that's actually
My potions are free. They're not for sale only to the highest of lifetime.
I want to heal someone someday.
Focus on surviving the
Yes.
turn.
So
that. Do that instead.
the bone naga also then gets up.
Okay.
But it's still behind the
or
pillar?
gets up and then does the lightning thing. Still behind the pillar. It's
Okay.
kind of stuck there for now.
That looks like we could leave that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens. Ront. You see Gerald Gerald's half-elven skeleton for like a minute through his leathers. And he falls down in a clump.
Okay. So I know what I'm doing.
In a clump, in a heap.
So I'm gonna run over.
Generally.
I'm gonna run over. Well, this will be my action for the turn, and then I'm gonna scoot not there because I know you can hit that. I am going to use Healing Draft. At this level, Healing Draft will heal 2d8. Any amount of healing for a downed person is enough to get you up without having to fuck around with death saving throws. That's correct?
Yes.
Okay, so enjoy that. However,
You're rolling these. You're saving me, right?
No. Do I roll them?
You do roll.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the one opening his mouth and force shoving a bottle down his throat.
I'm gonna miss most of it. I don't have to aim with any of my at will, like throw a fucking vial of something, but I have to aim to land potion in your goddamn yes.
Somehow I imagine Conall like I was just gonna go around the other side. Either one is fine.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thing.
Go on.
Never mind.
No, please. I'm looking for
I was just gonna say somehow I imagine you like this would only work for Conall, but you could heal him by smashing the bottle over his head, and then he would just wake up like as if he was just got out of a bar fight or something.
He'll osmose the potion at some point, but like it's really the shock that gets him like going. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah. I don't care. He's already down. It's not like there's negative damage.
So gets in his mouth.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'll pour whatever's left in the vial after I smash it on his head into his mouth. I can't get it open, so I'm just like.
What kind of dice do you need?
I need d8s, and I know I have them.
I have some d8s here. I have 4 d8s.
No, I just didn't want to do this, and now I'm doing it. So
He's got it.
I've got them.
I also have 8 d6s here. Should you need them?
I do not need those. Thank you very much. You can put them wherever the hell they came from.
So wait, how long does that that speed thing last?
It's over.
Oh, okay.
The start of your
yeah,
turn.
so I was just going to run around.
Okay, yeah. So 2d8, no pluses, because these aren't like normal cool healing potions that heal a minimum of some odd stuff. You might just get 2. You got 5. Okay, you're up.
What was that?
And,
oh my god.
And then Ront does let's see, I moved
5 plus 4, isn't it? Or is it just 5? Is it just
No,
8?
it's just it's just the dice. At every level, it's just the dice. Which is fine. Which is fine. I also can't ever give you that again today. So that's all you get.
So just stale.
If you have healing potions, now's the time to use them. Good berries, eat them. Eat them all.
Your personal healing potions are bonus actions.
I can still use it for anyone else, but any living creature can only use one once per day. For the rest of my turn, I'm going to move 20 feet this way, so that there is a pillar between me and the Bone Naga.
Right, of course. Sounds good.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry on some fish poke.
Like, I want to see Conall make Goodberry wine.
That's my turn.
Yes.
Tessa's very mad, going to angrily flip it off and back up, and then I'm gonna shoot my Twiggy bow at it.
You're gonna back up?
Okay.
How much?
5, 10 feet.
5.
Unless you disengage, though, you're going to draw an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Because it's up and it hates you.
Nah, whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay. About how far?
10 feet.
Okay, cool. It's going to take an attack of opportunity on you. What's your AC?
Well,
It hits you with a 16.
where's my
Yeah.
Just stab me now.
Likely it'll go in my
Okay,
eye.
how many hit points do you have total? 24. You take 10 piercing damage and then 5 poison damage. As you're backing away, the Naga's bony fangs sort of dash into your leg, and you can feel this poison start to enter your veins. But you're not poisoned, it's just the damage from the poison. Like,
It's not ongoing.
yeah, it's not ongoing, it just hurts like a motherfucker.
Cool. I'm at 9.
You attack it?
You attack it with your bow?
Yeah, I'm very mad.
So you attack it with, what's the name of the crossbow?
It's a Twiggy bow.
You just calling it Twiggy Bow. Okay.
Yes, that's
Twiggy
what I
bow
have
is a
written
great
down.
name.
Twiggy Bow.
That's what I have written down.
Okay.
Is it literally made of twigs?
It is. It's It's like branches and leaves and shit.
Tessa Stark made this in a cave with a box of
I made
scraps.
It's him. He did this.
I made it.
This person did this. That's plus 3, 13.
13 is not enough.
Does she get advantage on ranged? Yeah, because it's not being flanked right now, right?
Well,
And she's not
do
engaging.
both flankers get the flanking, or is it the one that's behind?
Has to.
We've used it in the past where both people get advantage
Yeah.
at the Minotaur.
Yep.
Roll it again. Roll it again. Just roll it again.
What's happening?
Oh, that's good.
14 plus 3, 17.
You hit it.
That was
Roll
not my
me.
dice, so thanks for that.
Roll me damage on that,
Yeah, 6 and 2, 8.
and then your dex bonus.
9.
The leaf from one of the arms of your crossbow moves into a loading position. You shoot it out, and it nails the bone naga right in the eye socket
With a leaf?
with a pointy leaf. Yes.
What are you doing, Bulbasaur?
And you can see you can see green veins of weird poison damage arc through it, and then there's slightly yellowish veins of poison coming from the bone naga's bones as if trying to fight it off. And for a second you wonder whether or not your poison damage is going to affect it. And magically, you don't know whether or not it's a property of the bow, but your green poison nature damage overcomes these yellowish veins. And the bone naga looks surprised, as weird as a skeletal bone naga face can look surprised. But
Which is to say not at all.
which is say not
The
at all.
jaw drops just a little more.
Yeah, jaw drops. It's like jaw goes like just hinges open in surprise as it did not expect.
You see the jaws sort
I
of like
stare deep into its eyes.
He gets like super
I
quiet.
glare at it. I stare. I make
So-
eye contact,
so-
and I doubly flip it off.
So today I learned that you can see poison do shit.
At least magical poison.
There you go.
Hello, everybody, and happy holidays. Welcome back to Tessa's Question Corner. To give you guys a little refresh, the last question was, how do you incorporate the holidays into your D&D game? So we got a nice few answers out there, so let's get to it. First is from Instagram, and Scooter DeBro said, did a one-shot where a lich named Santa Cruz, close enough, had taken dominion in a destroyed halfling village, oh no, in the far north, and had resurrected the town's populace through necromancy to protect him. Group has to go and defeat the lich. Interesting. Poor little halfling village. Lazy Lich said, give the PC a present in the form of a magical weapon that has Sir Nicholas inscribed on it. Also interesting. I wonder what kind of weapon it would be. Now, Roll to Live said, we have a regular seasonal game where the party consists of holiday characters such as Santa, Mrs. Claus, and Jack Frost, and they go on a Christmas-themed adventure. It's silly, but generally a good time. That sounds like Legends of the Guardians, except just with, like, the Christmas people. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Legend of the Guardians, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So that's cute. That's really cute. Anyway, we have a couple more answers from Twitter. At LJ Haydorn said, all PCs get attacked with lumps of coal in socks +1. Interesting. A sock and a rock. Now, at KVD RPG said, I started to make something special for each holiday. This time, it's magical. Now, with this one, there was a special little link, and he had made a list of cantrips that are holiday themed. And it looks pretty good. I'm actually, like, I would love to use this. This looks pretty awesome for the holidays, especially if we ever do a holiday game. This would be so cool. So one, I really like, of course, pumpkin spice. Not just because I like pumpkin spice and it makes any food or drink taste like pumpkin spice, which is good if you have to face something that might be on the disgusting side. Or, you know, if your character is sadly given the gift of fruitcake, this spell can really come in handy. Or, you know, considering our party and the things they like to experiment with and try, I think they would have a lot of fun with this spell as well. And so the next thing I liked, it is a spell cantrip called On Point. Now, it is what it sounds like, Pointe, and then basically you get a pair of shoes, and you could do two things. You could either dance on your toes, 1 hour might not be enough, especially if you want to do a ballet, or at a higher level, you can throw it up to 20 feet, and they make a dex save or fail and get knocked unconscious. And that looks pretty fun, and there's a really pretty picture of a ballerina doing a little arabesque on her tiptoes. So, be really fun if you needed to get through someplace really quietly, or, you know, try and reach a top shelf. I know Tessa would kind of appreciate that one. But yeah, those are some cute little things. There's a lot more, and I don't really have time to go through them all, but I will say that I do think it's a really cute idea. And if y'all want to see it and see what I'm talking about, it is on Twitter, replied to the tweet we sent out for the Q Corner. And now I will move on to give you guys another very festive question. The next question is, if your party had a secret Santa gift exchange, what would your character bring? Interesting, Makes you think just what, first of all, do they have and want to get rid of, or how well do they exactly know the person who they're giving a gift to. And so, I wanted to thank you guys for all your lovely answers. It was really nice. I love the holidays. I love reading about these games. It gave me some sort of clue as to what I could build towards maybe next year, because I really do love the holidays and I would love to have my own holiday themed game. So thank you so much. Your ideas are brilliant. And to answer this question, we will be posting it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you don't already, you can follow us on all three. So just post your answer in the comments below. And I want to thank you guys very much. Have a very happy and safe holiday. Thank you and good night.
there, fantasy fans. We are the Legion of Renob, and we have 30 seconds to sell you on our hilarious D&D podcast.
30 seconds? Oh, jeez.
Ducks, lore, boners,
Crystal shards!
Dwarven slavers.
destiny, tridents,
Animorphs.
boners, dragon face,
Scooby-Doo.
fantasy, dodge challengers, boners.
Check out the Legion of Renob. That's RENOB. How many seconds do we have left, Winston?
Don't worry, we got plenty of time.
Hey everybody, Adam here. Just wanted to pop in here real quick and say a few thank yous surrounding the podcast and some people who've helped make this episode and the last few episodes possible. First of all, I wanted to thank Pseudo Sentai for letting us use their music from the album Enter the Sentai. It is the music that you've been hearing that's underscored underneath the Bone Naga fight. You can find their music at pseudosentai.bandcamp.com. That is pseudosentai.bandcamp.com. When Mike told his friend Greg, who is one of the band members, about one of the main concepts of our podcast, he really enjoyed the idea and he offered to let us use their music for this episode and some other fights. You might hear some of their themes, some of their songs from the album Enter the Sentai, which is I believe it's their latest album. Yes, it is their latest album. It came out July of last year. If you like the band, please go support them. Try out their music. Buy some of their music if you like. I think they are a gem. You should go listen to them and download their music. Also, wanted to do a huge shout out to Magic Sword. They came to the city, New York City, on December 8th, played a concert at Knitting Factory. We went and saw them. Fantastic set. I also urge you to, if you have not yet, they are the band that allowed us to use their track In the Face of Evil on their album Volume 1 for our intro. You can find them at www.magicswordmusic.com. You can also find them at soundcloud.com/magic-sword to try out some of their albums. I urge you to also buy their album wherever you can find it. Both great bands. I hope you try them both out. Hope you enjoy both of them. They have been a great help for the show, giving me music to help improve the show. And I'm so thankful for them for doing that. Also wanted to thank you because you've been tweeting about the show. Some of you are fellow podcasters who listen to the show. I thank you. Some of you are new listeners. If you're new listeners and you just now started listening to the show and this is your first episode and you're trying it out because it's a recent one, some of you have stuck with us since the beginning. I really appreciate that. Some of you are just now catching up, and maybe when you get to this one, there's like 3 or 4 more episodes in front of you. Someone sent to me a picture. I want to read to you what this picture says. It's a 3rd grade, tips from a 3rd grade English class. It says, always ask yourself, who writes the stories, who benefits from the stories, and who is missing from the stories. And this gave me a lot of perspective. One, the players and myself write the stories. I lay the groundwork for what's happening in this game, but really it's everyone else around the table who is filling in the things that I don't know and I can't answer. Because I think it's important as a DM, storyteller, or game master to realize that there are a lot of things that I don't have answers to. You know, I'm supposed to be near omniscient, I guess, and, you know, all arbitrating, but it's not just my game, it's my player's game as well. And I, real quick, want to also thank them for all the time that they've donated to this project and all the love that they've thrown into it as well. They've created some great characters, and we've fallen in love with everyone's character around the table. Who benefits from the stories? I hope you do. I hope I put in enough work to make this enjoyable. If you do enjoy the show, if you enjoy what we're doing, tell us what you think about the show. I also want to thank you guys for everyone who's shared our Facebook page or our links to our website or our links to the show on Facebook, anyone who's liked or commented on any Instagram post we've made or retweeted any tweet we made or commented on any tweet we made, for everyone who's submitted an answer to the Q Corner, I want to thank you as well. We love hearing your stories and your answers, and we love getting more insight into the people that listen to our show, because I come from an acting world, and one of the major lessons that they teach us is empower yourself through the energy that the audience gives you, because that power doesn't diminish itself when you give it back to the audience. And so I want to be able to give to you something that you enjoy. And that brings me to the third question in that little thing: who is missing from the stories? You know, if you feel like, if you really enjoyed this podcast and you want to see it improve, and you feel like it's not reaching you in whatever way that is, tell us. Send an email. This may be the first time I'm giving out this email, but this is how you can reach us. Send us an email to the SpellCastPeople@gmail.com. That's THESPELLCASTPEOPLE@gmail.com. And, you know, I know I might be opening up the huge wave of, like, people like, you're so stinks, or whatever. I don't care. I want to hear from you, because I want the show to connect with our audience, because that's an important thing for me as a storyteller and as an actor. First of all, I want it to connect with my players, because they're the ones who are devoting so much time to this that it primarily affects them. And it affects you as well, because you're listening to it. And so there won't be much I can do in the way of affecting their gameplay, because I want it to be what it is. I want their gameplay to always be the way it's always been, and keep them having the freedom that they have, because that's important to me. But NPCs, some themes, if we miss some key part of 80s, 90s nostalgia that you are just yearning for, let me know, because I can always incorporate some element of that into part of what we're doing, because that's a huge part of the fun I think this group is having around the table. And I want you to have fun as well. If you're sitting at home on a long drive, or, you know, laying in bed because it's just been a bad day, and I want something to at least brighten your day a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys get back to the episode. I think I've said all I can say. I can't really say much else except thank you. At least I can't really say much else without crying. So enjoy the rest of the episode. And don't worry about the BONAGAS fight. I have a lot of faith in these guys. Have a nice day.
There you go. You.
Hell yeah. It's alright, Conall.
Fuck off.
I cast Goodberry.
Okay.
I eat Goodberry.
You cast Goodberry. Do you just eat all the berries?
I eat them all. They're in my hand, and I'm just like, weird. The mouth.
Just be one huge berry.
One huge berry. Fuck it.
Good mango.
Technically, that's a berry.
It was good. I
Welcome to
can still hit
berry.
it.
Was Goodberry an action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Yes, and you can still take a bow
I take my shot.
Okay. Take your shot. You're still
You're not in the way this time.
Yeah, she's not in the way this time, so go ahead and roll regular roll.
At disadvantage?
Never mind. Nope.
It's a disadvantage.
No, it's fine.
Well, that's not half cover?
He's fine now because Tessa's gone. And he's got money.
It misses.
Okay.
6.
6?
I mean, you would roll it again, but, like, that's a 3.
Okay. 9, whatever. Oh,
Doesn't hit.
no, does not hit.
Alright. Now. Make it
So you used one. It's
giant
Goodberry's
Goodberry.
Goodberry's a 1 slot.
Mm-hmm.
So 15. So.
Also, is Hunter's Mark concentration?
Yeah, because I lost it when I got knocked out.
Yes. Yeah. You have 3 spell slots at 3rd level.
So you can recast Hunter's Mark.
There you go. Alright, do you move at all, Conall?
Yes. Now.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Glad you asked.
Directly in front of me is a pillar. I'm going to run 10 feet to the pillar, and then another 10 feet.
You know you can move that anyway, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wait, I
5, 6. It's
couldn't
okay.
after
I pretty much take all. Yeah.
Right. You can literally just do one.
You can even.
Do you want to retro move?
attack and then move? It still would have gotten its attack up.
Right.
Do you want to retro
I
move
run behind the pillar.
Okay, you run behind the pillar?
Yeah.
Do you want to retro move behind the pillar? No. Okay, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. as you run behind the pillar, you retroactively bump into each other. Like, have a moment like, who's this? Oh, okay. Cool. Wait, I thought you died. No, I thought you died. Oh god. Oh, you're both dead.
You're both kind of, have like that ozone smell around you.
Yeah. You both look at each
coming off
other.
your clothes.
You look like
Hair
you've got
standing
steam coming off your clothes, and you're just looking at each other and you're like,
Friends?
is this? You're just like, is this hell?
Yeah.
Did I become microwave?
I'm sorry. So I'm there.
Okay,
I'm
there. Halexan, your go.
So I'm going to run this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the pillar, and take the spot where Tessa was before. And I'm gonna whack the thing in the jaw with my saber. Do I get advantage?
Because flanking, yes.
So that's 13 plus 6, so 19?
You hit it.
Okay, so I'm going to use goading attack.
Ooh. Okay.
So I do an extra d8 damage. It has to make a saving throw. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
I bet it's stupid as fuck.
I hope it's stupid as fuck. Sorry. It has to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
It fails.
Okay, so it has disadvantage to attack anyone but me until the end of my next turn.
Oh, cool.
So which is why it works. That's going in front ahead of me. So it's a d8, 4, 10 plus 6, and 2 of that is blunt damage.
Okay.
So and 16.
What the fuck?
Then I'm going to use action surge, and I'm going to make another attack.
Okay.
11?
11?
Yeah.
Total?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's pretty damn good.
Anything else?
Wait, how
else?
much health does this shit have?
We don't know. We don't get to know.
That was my bonus action.
Okay.
Sav'ah Rah.
I run to the door.
Run to the door. You
There's a
make
gecko
it
there.
to the door. There's a gecko there banging its head against the door.
I knock on the door and yell, "Excuse me, does this door open?
You receive no answer.
We need some help!"
Continue. You receive no answer, except now you don't hear the gecko banging its head on the door anymore.
Gecko, can you go kill that Naga?
The gecko looks up at you. It starts running off towards the Naga.
Wait, not like that!
It doesn't stop running.
No! Shit!
You want to try?
I try to open the door real quick. I try to
The door does not open.
It's not open.
It push or pull, and there
Okay.
are no visible handles.
Okay.
How do you pull?
I'm gonna just keep making decisions until you say my actions up. I want to lasso, use my whip to bring the gecko back, and be like, no, I want you to attack.
Make an attack roll.
Make an attack roll.
No. Please don't whip the gecko.
It's going on a shirt.
That's right.
Yes.
No, it should be Lenny face. It should be Lenny face, and then and just whip the gecko.
8. What do I add? Okay.
It's Dex plus proficiency.
And I'm
If
gonna
you have
count,
proficiency.
Yeah, I'm gonna count this as kind of like a special.
I wrote,
grapple thing.
plus Dex is
Whip.
10.
And then,
And I don't-
are you proficient in the whip?
Not in a whip. But it's
Well, what
my
does the whip
special
count as?
weapon.
Martial?
Yeah,
I think it's
simple.
exotic, isn't it?
martial,
Exotic?
exotic, something. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
druidically...
It might be martial. You might be right. I don't honestly know.
10-ish, 12-ish. That's probably not
Okay.
enough.
So no, it's not enough. The gecko.
It's also a very small gecko.
Yeah, the gecko kind of jump ropes over your whip as it slips by and just keeps running off towards the
We need a gecko token.
Yeah, we need a gecko. There's actually an ambush drake figurine in the black box. The black box. Right.
This is perfectly in character.
I love this, by the way.
So,
And
I'm so glad you did
The
this.
gecko has moved 40
Hey, what's
feet.
the gecko's initiative?
I don't know. We'll
I
figure
don't
it
He
out.
gets to roll it now when he
know
comes
what
into
I'm
combat. Okay. I will.
is that an entire action, or can I take it both actions to start
find
move,
out where-
just to move again?
Sorry, say that again.
Well, can she just move?
Nice.
Well, you have like 5 feet left of movement.
Yeah, you have 5 feet left of movement.
I mean, I'll just
Start running back.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Because there's can I move this?
Yes.
Because there's extra space here,
Yes,
right?
there is,
I'm
yes.
gonna start moving towards here.
Okay,
So that
cool.
I maybe can
So
get-
like,
Unless
like this.
Unless
Yes.
you're gonna use this. He's smaller.
We need a vote. Which of these is the gecko?
The little one.
Okay.
The pseudo-dragon. Pseudo-dragon.
Okay, so take the big one back. And what's the movement speed of the gecko?
He's gonna move 40 feet straight line because he's dashing. 40 feet straight line.
40 feet dash. I'm okay.
40 feet straight line towards the knot.
So my secret hope is that when if the gecko dies, its true form is revealed.
No, it's gonna get eaten by the bone naga.
And then it'll come.
And then
explode
they will
inside.
transform into a giant robot that will still try to kill us.
The bonaga doesn't have a digestive system, or
That's exactly why it's going to turn into a giant robot. Robots don't have digestive systems either.
Alright, Sav'ah, is that all of your turn?
I think that is, right?
Yeah.
There's something else I can
That
do.
would be it.
Yep.
Roland goes. Roland tries to take another swing at it.
Do it again, please.
Holy crit. Ew.
Nice.
well, good for you.
He doesn't have much left to go on in terms of smites. But we'll see.
What a chump.
Actually, you're not sure, but he looks like he's expending all of his fucking, like, holy shit, I hope this works, energy into this.
I mean, he better. Like, who's he gonna meet that's bigger than this fucking thing today?
Right now, nobody.
He's gonna run into Tyrone from the old block.
Find another. Alright.
There's Gumby.
Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D8, he rolled 38 damage.
Wow.
90.
One man army over here.
So does the bone naga have a butt?
The bone naga
Does
has.
the bone naga have a butt?
36?
Sure, there's like a bony
90.
rump.
It doesn't anymore.
Let's steer it to 90. 90 damage.
90 damage. There we go. Yep, that's right.
So because Adam is not describing how Roland killed the bone naga,
It's not dead yet. But you see Roland has no idea where to aim at the bone naga, and then he sees just in the middle of the spine there's like a pelvis, like a weird doesn't belong here pelvis. So he's like, right there, I'm gonna smack it in the butt with my sword. And he does.
and now there's no more butt.
There's no more butt, but it just doesn't.
Good.
And yeah, huge eruption of radiant energy and fuck it. Bonaga goes.
Fuck you.
Bonaga.
The Bonaga goes.
Naga.
It cannot attack anyone but you.
It can attack anyone but me, but it gets disadvantage. Unless it attacks me.
Okay. It quickly turns its head around
you.
to Roland.
Okay.
And it
You're behind a pillar.
it casts Hold Person. Or no. I know what it does. It doesn't
Do
cast
you?
Hold Person. Yes, I do. I do
Do you?
now. I do now. I forgot that there was another person spell in there. Let me make sure. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
That's not Circle of Death. It can't be Circle of Death.
Oh,
It certainly should not be Circle of Death.
no. It looks at Roland. Roland has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
It's charm person.
Advantage if you're continuing to fight again.
So Roland rolled with advantage. Roland rolled a 3 at his highest, which is not enough to beat the DC of Charmed Person.
It's a bone naga, Roland!
No, the last thing you hear Roland say before this dark red energy infuses his eyes is like, "This isn't supposed to," and then he just stops and he just lowers his.
Roland, would you mind attacking it?
You see Roland's head jut up.
It. It.
He doesn't say a word in response to you.
I think we have a problem.
What's going on?
I just put my head in my hands.
And the Naga turns its head to you, Halexan, and it kinda toothy grin, but as much as a skeletal Naga
Which is
head
to say the entire grin.
Or just like a head movement. It's like.
Like it does one of these, it's like...
I wish this was video. God damn.
Fuck.
Alright, next up in the list.
Wait, It can it move through Roland now?
Yeah. And Roland
that
can
was
move
the
through
whole
it.
point of
See,
that.
because we had a beautiful thing. I pushed it, and then we had a dude Naga dude sandwich, and now it's an open face sandwich, and it fell on the ground.
All right, Ront, what do you do?
I cried.
Roland
Every
got
time. Boneland. I have a movement speed of 30.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm gonna do. And if I move here, do I have line of sight to roll it?
If you move here,
I don't think so.
you have line of sight. I'm gonna say line of sight because line of sight and
that's right,
can
because-
occur during half cover, 3/4 cover.
Right, and
It
it's
can
and,
occur.
and it's circular. Really,
Yes,
right? So
circular. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and then I'm going to throw Thunderstone at Roland.
Okay.
Wait, what can we, so we can see that he's like,
You can see red, evil, not good.
I can see that now, because I can see.
Yes.
Do we have free knowledge of Charm Person, or do I have to be like, do I know how the fuck this works?
It has a verbal somatic component, so you would have heard the Naga speak some magic words.
So we are the bone speak! What did that sound like? So, beatboxing.
No, bone boxing.
Get out. Okay, and do I know anything about,
You would
Can I
know what that
comprehend
was.
the language?
You would know what that was.
well, like, how Roland gets out of it?
Do you know Charm Person?
I do not.
You do not?
Okay.
I'm just going to say this right now. Halexan doesn't know what that spell was. All he knows is that Roland stopped attacking, just kind of like a, trance kind of thing. He doesn't know Roland's about to,
Fair.
go.
I mean, like, whatever is going on. That doesn't look good, and I'm gonna try and knock him out of it. So I'm gonna throw a Thunderstone at him.
Okay.
Always a good way to knock something out.
And because the radius is only 10 feet, it may get the Bone Nog, which might not be. But it's also just gonna get the move for free anyway later, so like
Yes.
And it's not the important thing is that I'm not going to hit you with the Thunderstone. I'm going to
That's
hit
fine.
you
I approve of this
with a Bone Nog.
Throw skeletons at me.
Alright. Like Training Day all over again. Alright, I throw it. It's a DC of 13 Dex save or constant.
They both pass.
That's fine. And so my next move is here.
Tessa.
Okay, bonus action, wild shape,
Into.
brown bear.
Give me the owl bear.
One of these things looks like bear.
While you're doing that, right away,
This.
Yes.
multi-attack on
That.
the Naga.
So
I
you-
can climb. Can I, like,
Climb the pillar.
climb the pillar, try to, like, hit it in the,
Bears do have seriously, like,
Kamikaze bear.
How much
I don't know if they can.
like, smack it in the
how much
face?
speed does the bear
Pretty
have?
far, right?
My speed is 40 feet, climb 30 feet. Just a question.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah, you can. If
If I
you
can,
run
like,
up,
bitch
if you
slap
run
it
up
because
to,
I'm very angry.
If you run up to the pillar and then climb up the pillar and have movement left, you can like jump on the Bone Naga.
No, I don't want to jump on it. I just want
You
to
just want
smack
to
it.
smack it? Okay.
I just want to smack it to the floor.
Okay, yeah, the pillars
Just-
are roughly climbable.
Yeah.
To a degree.
So I did
For a bear that
get
can reach
the-
around.
The,
Yeah, for a bear that can reach around.
the pillar.
Which pillar?
So just where does the bear end up?
There, on the pillar.
I'm on the pillar. Yep.
Okay, so we're playing Rampage.
So
Please don't eat
attack, bite and claw.
Maybe a little.
So
Maybe a little bit eat Roland. Maybe a little bit eat Roland. Not too much, just a little bit.
9.
9. 9 does not hit.
Wait, is there advantage? Or is this multi-attack?
Okay. Yep. This one is 19 plus 5.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Roll me the damage for, what was that one?
It was claw 2d6 plus 4.
Alright, good. Hot shit.
So it's 5 and 3 is 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay, it's still up.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Yep, but I smacked it. That was claw.
Very good.
So I did slap it.
So now you're hanging from a pillar. Yes?
There's nothing bad about that. I'll just hang it from a
Okay.
Hanging from pillar.
I just
Alright.
wanted to know if it would like smack me and hit me to the ground and it would hurt more.
It would just hit you.
Okay.
Conall.
Conall runs 15 feet in front of him, and he's around the pillar and able to see the BONAGAS,
Yes,
which
you
he
can.
casts his last hunter's mark.
Yep.
Takes a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Mark as a bonus?
No, I think it's just
10 plus 6, 16.
No, I mean like.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus. 16 total.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, that hits.
Yeah, D8, D4, D6. One's only.
Not bad.
A 9.
9 plus what? This is your weird crystal bow thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Dex mod, so the 9 plus 4.
9 plus 4, so 13. Okay. You just draw the bow. You hear the whispery breeze from the silvery bowstring. You let it fly. There's a whoosh of air and action lines coming off the arrow, and then boom, kapow! You basically unhinge with that shot, knock off 1/2 of the BONAGAS lower jaw.
Nice.
With that shot straight in the mandible.
Is that loud?
Does that
It's fucking loud.
does that mean anything to us, or
It just looks rad.
okay?
Looks rad as fuck.
Because it will still bite for full damage. It's
Yeah.
That doesn't knock Roland out of his trance, does it?
No.
No, it was stuff done to
I
it.
appreciate this. Now, with my last 15 feet, I run back behind the pillar.
Of course.
Love it.
Behind the pillar.
Alright,
You also have advantage to find the Naga.
Oh, that's true. I do have it.
So if you
It's
wanted
not
to find
going
the
anywhere.
Naga, it actually might. It can move past Roland now. Wake the fuck up, Roland.
Cast
Let's
Magic.
attack it.
Attack it. Alright.
Whack it. 16.
16 hits.
So I'm gonna use another goading attack. 8 plus 3 plus 3, that's 14 plus 6, so 20.
Okay, 20 damage. It's still up.
What the fuck?
It is still up.
At what now? If you would like to tell everyone how much damage it has taken in total now?
It has taken 135.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she can't.
For the-
she
for
can
the-
read
Yep.
that far.
135.
And for the
The
listeners
For
at
the
home.
listeners, not just me. Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that selfish.
The score is currently 135 us, 1 popped Deinonychus, and 1 popped Conall.
I'm going to, like, you know, as I'm whacking the thing, I'm going to you know, yell to roll and, like, snap out of it!
Okay.
I don't like your eyes when you're like this.
Yeah.
Right.
We need you here!
Garant. Move Garant
40 feet?
40 feet. Yeah. Okay, that's where Garant
You
is.
see that? Conall sees the gecko run past him.
Just like camera behind the pillar, behind Connell's shoulder, just like also at the ground, just like.
I hear a little pitter patter, so I look behind me and slowly see him running.
Yes, he's just running.
He's dashing.
Sav'ah Rah moves forward.
Is he
Yeah.
dashing or walking?
Dashing.
Dashing, yeah,
It's
you-
gonna take a turn.
Just you get 12 squares. Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go as
You
as
might
close
get-
as to immediate line. As...
So you want to be in line
Yeah.
of the. It has a big zappy thing that it can do.
Well, I can't attack if I dash, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
So then I cannot attack.
If
I
you
can't-
dash, you cannot take an action. That is
So I'm gonna dash her right behind this pillar.
How many can you move?
12.
That's a lot.
Okay,
You
my
can
question
go all the way
is-
over there.
Well, that's what I want to know. I don't think she can, but she could probably get
I can go
like,
here,
somewhere.
dude. My spell ranges are 120 feet.
Yeah,
I'll be able
yeah,
to hit it.
yeah.
Okay.
If she
I'll get over
moves,
there.
if she moves 6 to the right, she could probably hit the damn thing.
Oh.
Oh. So if I walked, I could attack.
Yeah.
If you
Let
move
me do
6
that.
to the right,
Let me do that.
You will be directly in line.
Not if I aim for its head.
No,
this is a risky move.
no. So my point is that we have seen it hit things in a straight line with a big zoomy thunder thing, and it killed the Deinonychus and it killed Con. We've seen this happen.
Yeah. PTSD. now.
If you move here, that's all your movement, so you won't be able to move back out, and he might do it again to you and
If he gets to do it again.
if he gets to do it again. Which, like, you know,
Is that what you want to do, Sav'ah Rah? Do you want to move?
I
over
just
that
wanted
way?
to make sure that you were aware that that's a thing that we've seen and should maybe
How long of a range is this? How many feet is it?
count the square of someone
from
where
here
she-
to here. Or, I mean, you can like make diagonals to do whatever the hell you want, right?
From the 6 over.
So from right here, it's
over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah.
100 feet.
We don't know how far the range is of the zap.
You don't know.
right?
I mean,
No, I want to attack it.
Go ahead, move her there. Move her there, let her do it.
So you can literally move anywhere along
Wait,
this
wouldn't she
line.
then hit?
No,
Wouldn't she have collapsing what?
Not fighting for its head?
No, she aims for his head. It's tall.
Gotcha.
Now, if it does zap, it'll hit both of us.
Yeah.
We think.
You think?
I'm assuming that its range is basically the moon.
I'm catching Scorching Ray.
Inferno.
Scorching Ray.
You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. And they roll the head.
So you roll.
Bonus action, I put on the natural flame.
Cool. What does that look like?
It's black, but the chain that connects it to make it an actual mantle is gold, and it has 2 bright red stones that may or may not be real rubies.
Like a cape of black
Yeah,
fire.
then the fires almost kind of look like feathers, like the way that they because they're short and they
I like
kind
that.
of layer.
Okay.
Hell yeah. So let's see how many of these hit, and then we'll deal with damage, which is also some Phoenix sorcery and fire stuff. I'll pull that up real quick. So just roll, let's see how many hit.
How much? What do I add to the?
You add your spell attack bonus.
Just that.
So 12 on the first one.
12 total on the first
Yep. 19 on the second one. 12 on the third one.
one. 1 hits.
2d6. So I rolled 6 total.
You rolled 6 total.
So then 10.
Okay.
Okay.
So that happens. And BONAGAS
Here against that.
takes 10 damage. The fire in its eyes, after that, it's almost like your flames, it appears like your flames suck out some of the light from the dark red in its eyes. Its movements seem desperate.
Oh, it didn't like that.
It did not like that.
It's
It doesn't
Roland's
like
turn.
any of us.
Yes, it is. It is Roland.
It liked that significantly less.
Yes. Roland, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Leave me alone.
Roland runs around.
Leave me alone.
You see, so Halexan, you see Roland dart around the pillar in this way.
How does he
Where's
even
it
know
going?
I'm there?
And Ront, you hear stomping of metal,
This motherfucker.
of metal clanging against
Get your
each other.
shit together, Roland.
And
I hope he blew all his smites, the fucking asshole.
the red dice, please. Actually, no. We're gonna use.
No. Take your killing dice that I threw.
What's your AC, Ront?
Not enough. It's 16. I'm not sure why.
He misses.
Suck a dick, Roland.
So you hear him drop his shield, and two-handed takes his longsword. He swings at you, but you look up just in time to kind of dodge out of the way, and his sword clashes down into the stone where your feet were. And when you see him, he does not look like he's expressionless. He does not look like he's his normal self.
Okay.
From that up close.
Okay.
And also, this concurs exactly at the same time that Sav'ah Rah's Scorching Ray hits the Naga. You see the red light in his eyes dim a little bit. Hey. BONAGAS turn.
The BONAGAS
Fuck you.
Halexan. And you say that's 100 feet away?
Yeah.
Sav'ah Rah,
Okay.
I told you!
I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws.
That's a 20, right?
That is a d20.
And then I add my dex.
Your dex saving.
Dex saving throw.
13.
You both pass.
Well, no, hold on. Oh, yeah, no, I passed. What the fuck about
Ow!
14.
Thank fuck you both passed. Another 8d6 of bullshit. Bullshit lightning crackles out of
Wait,
it.
we still take damage?
Pass.
Even though we pass?
Half damage. Yeah.
That's important. That's important.
It is super important.
I mean, you might still die.
But, actually, I think it rolled lower than it did the first time. Maybe.
What do you do?
Oh, this is actually stupidly low.
He has to spread the energy across 100 feet.
You both take 11 damage. 11 lightning damage.
I'm at 6.
I mean,
As I hear and see the lightning, I start twitching.
Yeah, no, you don't see it. It zooms past your pillar. It just goes zoop, and you're like, huh. Yeah. You both take 11 lightning damage as the lightning bolt zoops past through you, Halexan, and then it just continues and arcs, and the very tip of the lightning bolt hits you, Sav'ah Rah, and it does not go through you at all. There is no continuation of it.
Oh, so now we
I
know.
conducted very well.
You do
Thanks,
nothing.
Al.
You do nothing to stop the beam of lightning.
In fact, it spreads out to hit Cobb. No.
Grounded.
So what? Today I learned that Hal serves as an arcane focus for the BONAGAS.
Ron, you're up.
So I know
Sticks and
nothing.
stones may break my bones.
I know nothing useful about the spell charm person.
You know that
I know he just tried to take a swing at me. Fuck.
and you also know that there was some kind of like interruption in the control when Sav'ah Rah hit the thing. It wasn't enough to break it, but there was some kind of like effect when she hit the bone naga with fire.
Pierre talking. Guys? So, we all together, collectively, play some amount of video games. What are the odds that this isn't an HP fight, but a do some fucking stupid thing fight?
It's very much like possibly a do some stupid thing fight. Like, there could be something past that door that was meant to help us.
Oh no, not that. Like, that door's not opening. Like, fuck that. I mean, like, we could solve a puzzle if you want to take the time to go, like, escape the room. This is a big fucking room and the Nog moves fast. But like, we've seen poison fight poison, and we've seen fire fight fire, and
I thought I gotta talk to the lightning, not fire.
no, you hit it with fire, and then his fiery eyes sort of became slightly less fiery eyes.
Right, as if
That's
the
what
light,
happened.
as if the light was going out of it, as if it's almost dead.
We can assume.
So we have to hit it with our bones.
No.
You'll have fewer bones.
So we can assume that all the elements.
I kind of see what you're going towards. Yes, we have to each collectively hit it with, like, earth, water.
I pee on it.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe we have to all hit Garrett so that
Honey.
Garrett can die. And then Garrett can
I don't want Garrett to die.
To kill Garrett.
I think Garrett has its true power.
People respectively.
Listen, I worship the
alright.
Phoenix, okay? I'm all about the rebirth from death.
Okay.
So how?
Hold on.
What?
Go ahead.
I mean, like, I don't know if, like, we just need to keep hitting it until it dies. We could keep hitting it until it dies. I don't know when that's gonna be. Hal, how much health do you have? 15. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So I can give you some health.
So
Would you like some
I'm
help?
going to use my second wind.
Okay.
I will take health, but also remember that you have a Roland.
Like
in your
I
face.
wanted to know if I should shove something in your throat, with your consent, of course.
I will
or punch roll.
So I will not complain if
But
you
also,
heal me,
I mean,
but
like,
I will also not blame you if you take care of your own shit.
but also I know where you're coming from. Each one of us hit it with our special weapons, right? Except you? You have not hit it with your special weapon?
yeah, because I'm totally gonna walk up to a bone naga tiny.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think
Were
mine
you
did anything
saying
to
that
it.
the puzzle might be that we have to all hit it with the elements to make
Maybe
it
that,
go
or maybe
away?
just overpower it with, like, if you hit it with enough fire, the fire just goes out because there's some weird synergy. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's a bone naga. I'm gonna hit jerk face.
What are you doing?
I'm hitting
Oh my
Roland.
god.
You. Well, how are you hitting Roland?
With something. I'm going to throw.
Talk to us about this spell. Does she know about Charm Person?
I don't want to hurt him
No,
too
but
much,
she-
so I'm not gonna hit him with. I'm not gonna throw a vial of acid in his face.
You're not gonna throw a vial.
I'm not gonna throw a vial of
Thank
acid
you
in his
for not
face.
like throwing acid at my cinnamon roll.
Mutilating him.
He's barely a bagel.
I'm still very confused. Put that away.
I'm just going to very, very slightly blow him up. I'm gonna
very
throw
gentle.
Alchemist's fire right behind him.
But a gentle fire, right?
It would be
A
if he
gentle
fails
fire.
a dex save of 13, he would take 1d6, as opposed
I'm
to
sorry, wait,
as
is
opposed
he
to
right there?
2d6.
Am I?
Which would be the acid.
I'm sorry, is that him right next to me?
No,
You're fine. I
Oh,
threw it not at you.
he passes.
That's terrific.
You rolled a 16.
I mean, like, he's a paladin, motherfucker. I'm gonna swing a mace at him? That doesn't make any sense.
Is that what you do, Ron?
I mean, I can't disengage now.
No, you can't. Do you want to run away?
No.
Okay. Tessa, as
Please
bear.
sit on Roland.
I'm not gonna hurt Roland.
Thank you for not squishing my cinnamon roll.
He's going to kill me.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Tessa?
Can I smack the bone naga again?
Yes,
Can I
you
jump
can.
on top of the bone naga?
Yes, you can. Jump on top of the bone.
Yeah, fuck you.
What happens
Okay.
if she jumps on top of the bone?
I'm not on the right.
Large creature versus large creature. I'd count that as a grapple.
Ooh. Bears have a good strike, I bet.
What does that do?
Or if you're just jumping onto them, make me an attack roll. Make me an attack roll. I count that as just a straight up attack.
That's 8 plus what?
Plus bear.
Plus fair. Probably like a 5.
Actually, if you jump down on the other side of it.
Yeah, we could just get flanking again.
Well, it's okay. You're jumping on it.
So 5.
Yeah, it's a 13.
Let's do. I'm gonna say this is a grapple. It's gonna try and make.
Contested?
Yeah, contested. It's able to shove you off and behind it.
No, fuck you.
No, we like that.
We like that. That's good.
Now we're flanking again.
Yeah.
I want to be on it. Can I attack it?
Does she have revenge?
I mean, that was like a move. I mean, you kind of jumped on it. You didn't make an active, like, attempt to do it. I don't know. How do you guys think?
I don't know.
It depends. Does grapple count as a
Grapple,
attack?
but she did. Yeah, but she didn't say she was grappling.
I mean, I feel
that
like
was
it's
my
a movement. She
decision.
said she jumped on top of
That was my additional, like,
I don't know.
large on top of
So then
know what
she
grappling
attempted
was.
she attempted to move onto it. It rebuffed that.
Yeah. So like that. So I'm gonna say you still have your action because I imposed that.
Okay, since I'm behind it, I'm gonna like multi-attack it.
Roll to attack.
In its non-existent butt.
No, I'm gonna roll not in a pile of dice. 14 plus 5, 19.
Yes, that hits.
Advantage?
Yes,
Advantage or
fine.
no?
Roll again. Roll again. Yeah. You
18 plus 5.
I was hoping for magic to happen. No, we already knew you were gonna hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just see what it
7 plus 4, 11.
11.
For bite, yep.
How do you kill the bone naga?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your answer, yes.
No. I'm biting it. I go onto my 2 feet and like I'm basically gonna bite its head off.
Okay.
So-
it's snaky vertebra reeling in the midst of all the fighting and the fire being flung and it jerking its head back to like throw you off. The base of its neck gets right in range of your jaw.
I get back on my hind legs. I'm standing bare. I lunge forward and bite its neck and
Twists.
and pull, hoping I take its head off. And I succeed? Yes, I succeed. I has head.
So remember in the Power Rangers movie when Tommy's on the back. So in the Power Rangers movie, Tommy's on the back of a pony of like a dinosaur triceratops, and he's like looking for what to do, and he sees this little bone at the base of the neck of the
do remember
yeah, and he pulls it up, and it's like a wishbone looking thing,
It just collapses.
and like the head just kind of like plumps off
Is that
the
what
base of the
was
thing.
The recent movie?
That would no, the recent
like
movie.
97.
Oh,
That's
no,
like
okay.
the good one.
I was
The
like,
good one.
The less bad one.
This is from the good one in the
yeah.
90s.
96.
Yeah.
It was like
Pokemon came out.
And when the head falls away, all of a sudden all the other bones
no,
start.
I has head.
You
Head.
has head and mouth. Okay, fine. You has head and
Yeah,
jaw.
I take
All
it.
the
I
rest
has
of the
head.
bones fall away, and the bone naga sort of collapses. And then you see the dark energy that the bone naga was made of, that collected it, float back to the pillar that it busted out of the statue, go into the pillar, and you remember that rainbow beam that was on the floor that went to it? Shoots back a little bit, back to the sarcophagus. Then you see the lid of the sarcophagus sort of explode.
Veto.
And then the line...
Where's the sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus in the middle.
In the middle.
The rainbow magic floats
Straight up to the koala.
Nope. No.
Well,
the koala's eyes. The koala's eyes light and shoot 2 beams of prismatic, pure, radiant light towards the door, which lines up with 2 eyes emblazoned on the door. The eyes light up, and then you see a seam come down the middle of the door, and the door slides open
We need to get laser
to
pointers.
darkness behind. And then Ront makes it up to the bone naga. The bone naga's corpse, the pile of bones, and very carefully aiming himself He opens his mouth, and there's like a second where nothing happens, and then a 15-foot wide ray of moonbeam shoots out at the bones and just incinerates the entire structure of Naga. You can't see what's inside, but when it ends, he shuts his mouth, and there's like a pile of ashes, many like little bitty piles of ashes everywhere where the bone Naga was.
You see? I knew exactly what I was doing.
No. The killing blow filled our limit break bar.
I see what you did there.
So congratulations, you guys completed the Bone Naga stuff. Bone Naga fights ended, and the doors
Loot the body!
I want to say
Loot the body!
It got moonblasted.